For better living, are you feeling good tonight? This thing got me thinking of life.
Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. So for this tutorial, we are going to be doing some individual crochet lock using the Bobbi Boss hair and a freetress hair. Now, because the style is going to be a bob style crochet lock, I am going to be cutting the crochet lock to create the desired length for the client. Because this hair did not come in a short length, it came in a pretty standard long length. I think it's like lower back length, so we're going to be improvising. Now I'm taking the freetress hair and I'm going to be braiding her natural hair with it, and I'm going to stop where her natural hair stops, or try to stop where her natural hair stops. But yeah, because her hair is straight and the hair is quite silky, it was kind of hard to braid with, but you know, it's doable. It's not, you know, it's not impossible. So as you can see, the braids are in there pretty securely, or pretty secured. And yeah, you're just gonna braid as far down as you can. Now, this particular style was inspired by a hairstyle we found, well, she found on Instagram, that we wanted to recreate using the individual crochet technique. Now, the hair that I felt was best suitable for this style was the Bobbi Boss hair, because it was literally the same texture, the same fluffiness, and all that good stuff. So it just mimicked the exact looks that we wanted to recreate it. And this hair we're going to be using actually comes with hair curled at the end, but like I said, since we're going to be cutting the hair to get the desired lock length, we're going to be cutting out that curly pieces. So that's why you see me re-braiding her hair with curly freetress hair to reinsert those curly ends that we're going to be cutting off from the locks, if that makes sense. So yeah, so just taking a piece of curly hair again and doing the same thing we just did pretty much. You're gonna do it all through your hair, okay? Make sure your parts are pretty large, because this is big, like really thick hair. You don't want it to not be, you don't want it to be too full, because then it would just be awkward. So just give yourself a nice chunk of parting space when you're parting, so that way it's not too chunky, because the hair, like I said, it's quite thick. Anyway, so this client, I feel like it's important to be very honest with you guys when I do these hairstyles on my clients. Sometimes they love it, sometimes they don't like it. In this case, the client saw the style that she wanted on Instagram and we created the style, but she ended up not liking it because she said that the hair matted up or got fuzzy or frizzy too quick. Now, I don't know if anyone else experiences this with the Bobbi Boss hair. If you do, let me know how you manage yours, or if there's a way you have to care for it or anything like that. But that was really one of the main issues she was complaining about, and that it was too thick. But then again, you know, that is the style in the picture that was sent to me, so like I wasn't really sure. You know how one of those, you know, you ever just like look up a hairstyle and then you get the hairstyle and you're just like, oh, this actually, I don't actually like the hairstyle. I think it's just one of those things where it's like you like it more on the model, but you didn't realize that, you know, you wouldn't like it on you when you got it, type thing. And that happens to me a lot too. So yeah, so this is the hair. This is what the hair looks like. It's quite long. It has thick curly pieces at the end. I didn't like how thick the curly pieces at the end were, so that's why I really like this hairstyle with the freetress hair with the thinner curls at the end, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna be cutting those curls away, but don't cut too much, because you want to cut enough to where your client's hair is still gonna be hidden inside of the locks and not poking through. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, I thought this hair was cute. Okay, if I could do, like, if I had the patience to do my hair like this, I would have rocked the style, but everyone has a preference. So but yeah, I think she took hers out quite early, which made me feel bad, because it really hurts my feelings when like clients don't like the hair. But it's all about how you fix the situation and how you handle the situation that matters. So just always keep that in mind. I always get messages like that, like, oh, I did this person's client's hair and it started coming undone. What should I do? And I always tell you guys, like, it's all about how you handle the issue. It's up to you if the issue is going to escalate or if it's going to be resolved. So you have the power to either make it right or just make it a mess, you know. And it's always good to just keep the mindset of like, no matter what, your client is always right. So you always want to like take precautions to make sure that they're getting exactly what they want. And I think a big part of that is communication. And if you're lucky enough and you have a client that's open with you and feels comfortable with you to let you know what she isn't happy with, then you're you're doing a good job, because that means you're approachable and you're easy to talk to. Because sometimes some clients won't like what you do and they will just go around like mouthing you and stuff like that. So if you have a client that will actually tell you what they like and what they don't like, I really appreciate that. And yeah, she's one of my favorite clients, and I know you guys have seen her in a couple of my videos with braids and all that good stuff. Anyway, she's pretty tired right now, so she's sleeping. But yeah, so we're gonna be inserting the crochet from the base, and then we're gonna be pulling the curly hair through the locks to get it all the way at the bottom, which is what I'm doing right now. Now the reason I'm doing this technique instead of unraveling it, because like I said, if you unravel and try to like twist the locks around the braids, it's gonna make the hair more fuzzy. So it's better to insert your latch hook through the middle points of the locks and pull the curly piece of hair through. Yeah, you guys, so yeah, it's pretty easy. I feel like I've done this tutorial a million times, but we haven't done this bob look yet, and you guys actually really like this hair. Like I was really liking it. But yeah, I hope you guys, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section. I'll try and put the link of the hair in the description below, so let me know if you guys would try this hairstyle in the comment section. And yeah, let's get to talking. Have you ever had any experience when your clients didn't like a hairstyle? How did you resolve it? Like, cause girl, I have heard some crazy stories online or in the shade room of like text messages between clients and stylists, and it could just, sometimes I feel like as a hairstylist we get so overly protected of our work. We get so like passionate, and we take things personal, and we tend to forget that like as customers, they also have their own preference too. Some things we think it's cute, they may not think it's cute. Okay, so everybody has a way of rocking their hair. Same way you like wearing your hair in the middle part. Another person may say, well, the middle part doesn't really look good on my head shape, I like a side part. So that kind of a thing. So I try not to like take offense to it, but it's hard sometimes, especially when you're like really passionate about your work and things like that. But yeah, you just always have to keep reminding yourself, like, I wasn't like hurt or anything. It was just like, oh dang, that sucks. Like, you paid for the service. Like, I want you to love the hair, you know. It was just one of those things. I was just kind of like sad. Not like sad. It sounds so dramatic, but you know what I mean. Like, I was like, damn, like I really want you to have, I want you to be satisfied. You're paying for it. So what I'm going to do, because I think she had to take the hair down, but I couldn't rebook her because I was booked and I was traveling. I was relocating to Africa. So maybe whenever I come back, Amber, if you're watching this, I owe you a free hairstyle. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, back to the tutorial. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, I haven't secured it at the base. So when I'm done putting the hair through the locks, I'm going to show you guys how I secured the hairstyle at the base and all that good stuff. So yeah, stay tuned. So when you get to the bottom of the hair, now what you want to do is cut it at least an inch past where the client's hair stopped. You're not cutting the client's hair, you're cutting like literally like an inch past where her natural hair stops. As you can see, we're only cutting like the parts that have like the ends, and I'm trying to keep the hairstyle within shoulder length as requested. So I'm not cutting her hair. I'm literally giving myself some inches past where her hair stops. So keep that in mind. If you have really shorter hair, this will be better for you because you can really get that bob look. But if your hair is quite long, you want to kind of like be very careful. It may not have that like asymmetrical perfect bob style, like short in the back and then longer, in the front. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you have really short hair, you can pull that off, but her hair is quite longer than short average hair, so I kind of had to be careful and keep that in mind. But yeah, you guys, so just cut them off, and then you're gonna be taking a pair of glue. I like to use my Gorilla Super Glue. Other people like to use nail glue. This is the smaller version of those super glues, so that's what I'm using. I'm taking a piece of that freetress hair, and I'm gonna create a knot. The knot, when I create it, I'm not going to pull it all the way. I'm gonna give it a little bit of room, and where I have that room before I pull to secure the knots completely, I am going to put a tiny teensy mini bit, just a tiny bit, just a very little bit, but of course it's gonna pour out like crazy. Just a little bit, and then I'm gonna pull that knot to secure that glue and that hair together, so that way it stays in place and doesn't move. As you see, I'm jerking it a little bit just to make sure the hair stays in place and it's tacked up with the glue, and then I cut that little piece of straight hair. So you're going to repeat the same process all through the hair, and then I'm going to come back and tell you what to do next. So just wait, okay? Just hold on. Done, you're gonna be layering the hair, so you're gonna be cutting to her desired length. And when you do it, you don't want to cut blunt. You want to angle your scissors or your shears and cut downwards to create some type of like layered textured look, so it's not like a blunt cut, because that's kind of ugly. Okay, so just like flip your scissors over and cut downwards. Try not to put too much pressure. Don't close your scissors all the way. You want the edge of the shears to do the cutting for you, so you're not clamping your hands together to cut. You're just letting the sharp ends of your shears to do the cutting for you, and it's gonna naturally layer itself. So yeah, you're not gonna make every piece even, especially at the base. You're just gonna you're layering it. So that's the best way I can explain. I hope that's pretty clear. But yeah, you guys, that's about it. Pretty easy peasy, beautiful cover girl. Yeah, so go on and add your accessories and style as desired. If you enjoyed this tutorial, go ahead and like this video, you guys. Share this video, leave a comment, engage. This is a community. We're here to learn. I am going to be working on a new series, you guys. I moved to Lagos, Nigeria. I'm here, yes. Am I taking an appointment at the moment? No. A lot of you guys keep asking where I'm located. Well, there you go. I'm in Nigeria. I do plan on traveling more to do hair, so just keep an eye out for that. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial. Yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of me and other stylists on this channel. Thank you guys so much for voting on that poll that I had in my community tab. You guys said you want to see different hairstyles in different salons in Lagos, so I will be delivering that to you on a platter of gold. Okay, so don't worry, we have so much exciting content to come, and I'm just excited, you guys, and I'm so blessed and so thankful to have you guys for keep supporting me and letting me do what I do and what I love. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. All right, Have a merry day and God bless.